There was once a man named Daniel Mwangi. A farmer, a father, a man whose life was as simple as the sun rising over his fields. Every morning Daniel would rise with the birds, take his worn-out hoe, and walk into the earth, digging, planting, hoping. That land fed his family, that land was his life. But then came the drought. At first it was just a few dry days, then weeks, then months. The skies turned their backs, the clouds disappeared, and the earth began to crack. One by one, Daniel's crops withered and died. The maize turned to dust, the beans refused to sprout, the yams never came. He watched as his neighbors packed their things and left, watched as his goats were sold, watched his children sleep hungry, watched his wife Grace try to stay strong, though her eyes said everything. Still, he remained, not because he had much, but because he still had something many had lost: hope. One evening, while searching through an old storage sack, he found something small, something forgotten, one single seed. Dry, frail, lifeless, some would say, but Daniel saw possibility. The next morning, he took that seed, walked 6 kilometers to the only well still dripping, filled his jerry can, and came back. He dug a hole in the same dead earth, kneeled, placed the seed inside, and covered it with dust and faith. His neighbors laughed. Neighbor 1, still dreaming, Daniel? Neighbor 2, even God has left this land. But he didn't stop. Every day he walked, every day he watered, every day he believed. Days passed, nothing, weeks, still nothing. Grace, maybe it's time to stop, even Grace gently said. Daniel, this seed is like me, forgotten, but not dead. But Daniel shook his head. Then one morning, just before sunrise, he saw it, a sprout, tiny, green, defiant. Against the heat, against the dust, against all odds, it had grown. That sprout became a plant. That plant became a tree. And that tree bore fruit. Fruit that fed his family. Fruit that carried more seeds. Seeds that became many trees. And over time, the same land that had once looked like death began to breathe again. Green, alive, beautiful. The same people who mocked him came to learn from him. They called him villagers, the man who planted hope. Daniel, no, I just refuse to give up. But Daniel always said, life will test you, strip you, break you, but if all you have left is one seed of hope, plant it, water it, protect it, because sometimes your miracle is just one more try away. Never lose hope.